In business, you gotta be a great listener and accept every moment that comes your way and don't turn down opportunities to be a smart person. Karl Kani was born in Costa Rica. My family migrated to the United States when I was 3 years old. And from then we grew up in Flatbush, Brooklyn, New York. Growing up, not having a lot teaches you how to go out there and gain things for yourself. When I was about the 5th grade, my mom and my dad divorced. Me and my mom and my sister moved to East New York in the projects. And that was my first intake into how serious fashion was in inner city, because the first day I went out to meet all the kids in the projects, I thought we were about to go play basketball, play baseball, or just hang out. These kids were more worried about what I had on. So the kids were like, yo, what kind of sneakers you got on? What kind of clothes you got on? I was like, I was 12 years old. I didn't even know what brand I was wearing. I was like, these are Skips. They're like, man, those clothes are whack. Your mother bought it from the grocery store. Don't come around here with those clothes on anymore. And that really taught me a lesson. I had 2 choices at that point, to either stay at home or to go back out there and meet these guys again with something fresh. So I got me a newspaper job. 5:30 in the morning, I used to get up every day to deliver newspapers so I could save enough money to buy some clothing. And when I finally bought some white and white Pumas and a white Campus Latiga short set, I went back out there again. And these guys were like, oh, you're cool. You got the white and white Pumas on. I was like, that's all you have to do to be accepted, it's fashion. So now that I got it, I figured at that point, fashion was my calling. It's for life, for me, forever. My dad, he's from Panama, so he wanted his clothing to fit him a certain way, and he couldn't find those clothing in the store. So my dad was never about excuses. He didn't see what he wanted. He found a way to get what he wanted. So he wanted a certain fit. He used to go to the fabric store, buy his fabrics, and then go back to Flatbush, Brooklyn, and tell his tailor what he wanted to make. Kind of showed me at a young age how you could make your own clothing without technically knowing how to sew. You can surround yourself with people who knows how to do those other things and have good ideas and concepts. Me and all my friends, we used to shop at the same stores, so a lot of times we used to have on the same outfits. So that wasn't cool. One day I thought about my dad's tailor. I was like, man, if I make an outfit with my dad's tailor, none of these guys will have it. I bought 5 yards of linen, and I decided to make me a jean suit out of linen because it wasn't in the stores, but one thing I changed, I made it more baggier. Because at the time, we were looking for baggier clothing, but it didn't exist. None of the designers were making that type of clothing. So when I wore that around the hood, everyone's like, oh man, where'd you get that from? Where'd you get it from? And I'm not about to tell my secrets about my tailor, because then all these guys were going to the tailor. I was like, well, if you want one, I'll make you one. So literally, guys were giving me cash money in the projects to make them the outfit that I had on. The most important day of my life was in 1987 or 88. I was sitting in the park and this guy walked by, had one of my outfits on, and I was bragging to these girls, telling them how I made this outfit for him. They didn't believe me. They said, well, tell them to come over here then. He comes over, they was like, who made that outfit for you? He's like, Karl made it, why, what's up? She says, can I see your jacket? He takes it off, he shows it to her. She was like, well, if Karl made it, how come his name ain't on it then? And that's when it hit me. I need to put my name in the clothing. That made me go home and start thinking, what should I call my brand? I want to call a brand after my name. Can I, was a question I used to ask myself all the time. Can I be successful? Can I build a brand for the inner city that's going to go global? I didn't know the answer to that, but I figured if I call myself Kani, I have to answer that question every day, yes I can. And literally, that's how streetwear started, back in Brooklyn, New York, in the projects. You could start an idea in the streets of Brooklyn, and something got way bigger than even I thought in my wildest dreams. That Karl Kani is now in 25 foreign countries, 10 stores in Japan, distributed all over the world, all from an idea from a kid. And one girl who made a comment to me, that comment changed it all. What's up, y'all? This is Karl Kani. To get a chance to win a mentorship with me, head over to Ian James' website for more details.